The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. If life were predictable, it would cease to be life, and be without flavor. If you look at what you have in life, you'll always have more. If you look at what you don't have in life, you'll never have enough. If you set your goals ridiculously high and it's a failure, you will fail above everyone else's success. Life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. Spread love everywhere you go. Let no one ever come to you without leaving happier. When you reach the end of your rope, tie a knot in it and hang on. Always remember that you are absolutely unique, just like everyone else. Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds that you plant. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I remember. Involve me and I learn. The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched, they must be felt with the heart. It is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light. Whoever is happy will make others happy too. Do not go where the path may lead, go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. You will face many defeats in life, but never let yourself be defeated. When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. If something's important enough, you should try. Even if the probable outcome is failure. Some people don't like change, but you need to embrace change if the alternative is disaster. Life is too short for long-term grudges. I'd rather be optimistic and wrong than pessimistic and right. Patience is a virtue, and I'm learning patience. It's a tough lesson. I would like to die on Mars. Just not on impact. I think it's very important to have a feedback loop, where you're constantly thinking about what you've done and how you could be doing it better. I think that's the single best piece of advice. Constantly think about how you could be doing things better and questioning yourself. I think it matters whether someone has a good heart. It's okay to have your eggs in one basket as long as you control what happens to that basket. If you get up in the morning and think the future is going to be better, it is a bright day. Otherwise, it's not. I really do encourage other manufacturers to bring electric cars to market. It's a good thing, and they need to bring it to market and keep iterating and improving and make better and better. Electric cars, and that's what's going to result in humanity achieving a sustainable transport future. I wish it was growing faster than it is. If you're trying to create a company, it's like baking a cake. You have to have all the ingredients in the right proportion. People work better when they know what the goal is and why. It is important that people look forward to coming to work in the morning and enjoy working. Self-driving cars are the natural extension of active safety and obviously something we should do. People should pursue what they're passionate about. That will make them happier than pretty much anything else. To make an embarrassing admission, I like video games. That's what got me into software engineering when I was a kid. I wanted to make money so I could buy a better computer to play better. Video games, nothing like saving the world. The reality is gas prices should be much more expensive than they are because we're not incorporating the true damage to the environment and the hidden costs of mining oil and transporting it to the US. Whenever you have an unpriced externality, you have a bit of a market failure, to the degree that eternality remains unpriced. When I was in college, I wanted to be involved in things that would change the world. I think that's the single best piece of advice, Constantly think about how you could be doing things better and questioning yourself. We're running the most dangerous experiment in history right now, which is to see how much carbon dioxide the atmosphere can handle before there is an environmental catastrophe. Great companies are built on great products. I love walking in the rain because no one sees me crying. Enjoy your own company instead of expecting someone else make you happy. I am not really single, I am dating myself, I take myself out to eat, I buy myself clothes, I love me, I'm awesome. If you want to be strong, learn to live alone. Sometimes I don't feel like going to work, but then I remember I was born cute, not rich. Sitting alone and enjoying your own company is better than being surrounded by fake people. If your teacher is woman, about %80 of your grade depends on her husband. Birthdays give you another year to be fabulous. Life is short, just do what the fuck makes you happy. Don't get emotionally attached to anyone. To be successful you don't need beautiful face and heroic body, what you need is skillful mind and ability to perform. I suddenly think the job of acting is a difficult one. It's not as flip, irrelevant and shallow a calling as I thought it was in the 80s. People think because I can make them laugh on the stage, I'll be able to make them laugh in person. That isn't the case at all. I am essentially a rather quiet, dull person who just happens to be a performer. I'm not a naturally funny man. I find that I can only be funny if I become someone else. It's a bit disconcerting being treated like Madonna. Excellence is not an act but a habit. As hatred is defined as intense dislike, what is wrong with inciting intense dislike of a religion, if the activities or teachings of that religion are so outrageous, irrational or abusive of human rights that they deserve to be intensely disliked? That awesome moment when you're fucking happy and you don't know why. I'm as poor as a church mouse, that's just had an enormous tax bill on the very day his wife ran off with another mouse, taking all the cheese. The older you get, the more you realize how happenstance has helped to determine your path through life. I tend to be quiet and introspective. I want to express myself in a different way. I have a performing inclination. A good agent doesn't need gadgets. The only gadgets I've ever needed are a sharp eye, sensitive hearing and a whole bunch of bigger brains. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. It is in your hands, to make a better world for all who live in it. A winner is a dreamer who never gives up. Overcoming poverty is not a task of charity, it is an act of justice. What counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived. It is what difference we have made to the lives of others. Do not judge me by my successes, judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again. It always seems impossible until it's done. One cannot be prepared for something while secretly believing it will not happen. What counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived. It is what difference we have made to the lives of others that will determine the significance of the life we lead. Resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies. For to be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. There is nothing like returning to a place that remains unchanged to find the ways in which you yourself have altered. I have taken a moment here to rest, to steal a view of the glorious vista that surrounds me, to look back on the distance I have come. But I can only rest for a moment, for with freedom come responsibilities, and I dare not linger, for my long walk is not ended. Lead from the back, and let others believe they are in front. I am not a saint, unless you think of a saint as a sinner who keeps on trying. There is no passion to be found playing small, in settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. As I have said, the first thing is to be honest with yourself. You can never have an impact on society if you have not changed yourself. Everyone can rise above their circumstances and achieve success if they are dedicated to and passionate about what they do. A winner is a dreamer who never gives up. Live life as though nobody is watching, and express yourself as though everyone is listening. I hate race discrimination most intensely and in all its manifestations. I have fought it all during my life, I fight it now and will do so until the end of my days. Sometimes it falls upon a generation to be great, you can be that generation. It is what we make out of what we have, not what we are given, that separates one person from another. We must use time creatively, and forever realize that the time is always right to do right. There is a universal respect and even admiration for those who are humble and simple by nature, and who have absolute confidence in all human beings irrespective of their social status. I have never cared very much for personal prizes. A person does not become a freedom fighter in the hope of winning awards. I never lose. I either win or learn. I like friends who have independent minds because they tend to make you see problems from all angles. Man's goodness is a flame that can be hidden but never extinguished. I learned that to humiliate another person is to make him suffer an unnecessarily cruel fate. Even as a boy, I defeated my opponents without dishonoring them.